Alrighty, guys, Madman Mondello coming at you from the Gardendale Garage here on this beautiful Friday morning. It's the weekend. Yay! Big deal. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. As you can see, I've been busy the past couple of days, and I'm still freaking busy because I'm ripping my hair out. But it's all good. And we've got 7 of these things going out today, okay? And they're going to be shipped off this afternoon. You'll get your tracking numbers this morning, all right? And we're going to start this one off with Luciano Espinosa, huh? More like Luciano Pavarotti. Ichi Finocho! Oh my God, forget that shit. Anyway, okay, Luciano sent me in this. Okay, now this I built for him a while ago. And what happened was he decided to experiment with a plugin. And that plugin happened to be rancid, like I warned people. Okay, and what happened was he bricked his console completely. I was like, Jesus Christ. Be careful with what you put on here, guys, please, okay? Make sure the plugins are 17559. Make sure they come from a decent developer. Make sure that they've been updated to the latest dashboard. Because if they're on the previous dashboard, it can crash your all kinds of horrible things can happen. Please be careful with what you put on there, all right? Because the end result is this had to come back here, and I had to retag it, okay, and rewrite the NAND, because the NAND was like scrambled. Okay, so anyway, yeah, it was like scrambled eggs. So anyway, Luciano, she's all done, all right? I'm going to go ahead here. Let me sync up this controller. Let me get over to my capture card right here, okay? And as you can see, now it boots. Yes, it does boot, okay? That's a good thing. Now, all right. I didn't mess with your hard drive or anything either, okay? So there you are, got it, you're good. You're up on Alliance servers, of course, okay? And the problem is fixed and solved now with all the mess and everything else that happened. So, you know, I mean, should be good anyway. We'll see. So, I'm already up to date. There you are. The baklava has signed it. Ah, baklava! Yeah! King got to the goal! Yay! Alrighty, so... Jesus. Okay, bro, look. She's all done. Okay, everything is back to normal where it needed to be, and you know your programs that your games that you put on there and everything is all back the way it should be. Okay, so you know, and yes, you got your X community and all that kind of good stuff. Your KB is unbanned. It's on day 86. Okay, you have 112 reserve days left, so you're good to go on there. All right, everything is right and tight and it's running. Okay, just to show you here, we'll get it up on the network and make sure everything is right. Okay, I mean, the baklava. Oh, he's logged in. Oh, look, it's the baklava with the cowboy hat. Hey, alrighty. So anyway, there you go, bro. Okay, so you're signed in. Life is good. Everything is good. Everything is working the way it should. All right, and we're gonna ship it off today. You pay me, bitch. No. Anyway, listen. Thank you again for your business. Although this was not planned, I know it wasn't. All right. So please, for the love of God and my sanity, all right, be careful with what plugins you put on here, guys, because this thing, like I said, it is not an Xbox anymore. It is a PPC. If you don't know what a PPC is, it's a power PC, okay? We unlock it. Now, when you unlock it, there is no safeties. If you tell it to run off a cliff, it will happily run off the cliff and look at you smiling as it's falling to its death, okay? So please be careful with what you put on, okay? I mean, there's a lot of plugins out there that are no longer being maintained, and they don't work with this dashboard. So please be careful, okay? So anyway, we're going to say goodbye to Luciano Espinosa. All right, goodbye, Luciano. Now, okay, we're going to get the weird ones out of the way, okay? All right, that's Luciano. Now, Mr. Shane Panache. Shane went ahead and he did a send-in with Mr. Slim E here, okay? Now, first thing I'm going to do is find out where to freak the HDMI port. Ah, there it is, okay. Alright. Now I got to unplug this power supply, and I got to plug this power supply. Hopefully that's the right power supply, because I got 4 of them on my freaking bench. Alright? And pretty much he went ahead, he purchased, he sent this in to get, RGH, which it did, okay? However, though, it didn't have a hard drive, so then he went ahead and he purchased one of our 500 gig preloads, okay? So, Shane, this is what's going to be on your preload. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead now. We're going to fire this bitch up, okay? I'm going to swap over to the capture card. RGH 3 method, of course, so, pretty much instant boot, okay, as you can see. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to sync up this controller here. All right. And we're going to get our notifications from our server letting us know it's online, live, and all that other happy nonsense. And, of course, you all know that this comes with a 1-year part and labor warranty and all that happy nonsense. It's got college football revamped updater on this thing, all right, as you can see. All right, so we got it good. And there's our updater. That's our one-button updater. I'm already up to date, which we are. We're on 17.1. We're updating to 18 when it comes out. So, now, all right, Shane, here's what we're going to do here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to show you what you got on here, okay? And you can add your games, because I know that you did this. You were telling me when I called you on the phone, you were telling me, you wanted to use this for region-free method for region-free games. Well, you can still add games to this thing. You can remove games from it. You do anything you want with it. It's an RGH, man, so it's wide open, brother. All right, so anyway, you can also rip your games from disc, or you just play them normally. It's all up to you, whatever you want to do. This thing is very versatile. All right, so we start with the dashboard, and as you can see, our 500 gig complement. We got a lot of shooters on here, a lot of Call of Duties on here. You got College Hoops 2K8, you got Crisis 2 Defiance, Dragon Ball, Raging Blast, MMA, Fable 2, Gears of War series, Grand Theft Auto series, Halo series, Mass Effect trilogy, Medal of Honor, Mortal Kombat, NCAA Football 14 with College Football Revamped. Okay, PGR4, you got a lot of torture games on there, the kind of games that I like. Your Sonic, Test Drive, Sims, Tomb Raider, Ghost Recon, UFC 3, Warfare, Wolfenstein, and of course back to the dashboard. Now, Xbox Live Arcade, you got a ton of Live Arcade. Now, you can take this, you can take the Live Arcade off if you want or not. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do, make as much space as you want. Okay, and then of course you got your tools where you have your XM360 dash launch, Flash 360, NAND flat. Stay away from the NAND flat. If you don't know what you're doing, don't play with that. Please don't play with that. Okay. All right. Now, indie games. See, you got some racy little indie games on here. Okay, as you can see. Okay, and then of course you got classic games on here. Now, these are OG games. You got to run this thing in bypass mode in order to play the OG games. Because if you try to play an OG game, what's going to happen is you're going to get a black screen if you're on the server, meaning you have a guide like this, okay, which is our server guide. If you have the server loaded, you're going to have problems with this because it interferes. There's a memory call or something that interferes with the emulator. Okay, so what will happen is you'll try to launch this game and you'll get a black screen. You got to put it in bypass mode. I explained that in the startup setup video that I'm going to send you along with this thing. So, just remember, you got to play OG games in simple bypass mode. Okay, but anyway, you got a bunch of OG games on here, as you can see. Your Halos, all that kind of good stuff. And then your emulators, okay? You got Sega, you got MAME, Super Nintendo, Nintendo Game Boy Advance, and back to Sega. You got a ton of emulators on there. There is over 9,000 ROMs on this damn thing. No, excuse me, 8,000 on this one. All right? And then, of course, we'll bring it back to Xbox 360. Okay, we'll hit the dashboard. Make sure that she's up and running, in which she should be. Yep, there we are. We're up, we're online, we're live. Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. Yes, we have X Community Beta on there. X Community is a matchmaking service. So, of course, you can get into sessions like a maniac. There's 14 sessions going on right now, as you can see. Because it's a week at Dungeon Defenders. Wow, that's a new one. FIFA 18, public session, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Black. I mean, this shows everybody that's on there. And there's 41 people right now online, and it's early in the morning. You can imagine what it's like in the afternoon. It's insane. Okay, as it goes into the night, it gets even more insane. Okay, so there they are loaded up. The users that are on there, you can make friends with them and everything. And the prospective servers, as you can see, and all that happy nonsense. And then, of course, in the settings, you have enable features, custom matchmaking, force matchmaking, custom HUD button, change online status, change username, save settings. So there's a bunch of features on there as well. All right, now. Over in the fifth tab, you'll like this because I know you like shooters, okay? Well, you've got some cheats on here, okay? You've got Advanced Warfare, Ghost cheats, BO2 cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 cheats. To disable, hit A. To enable, hit A. It's very easy. On the left side of the screen, in the corner, you'll see a set of instructions that tell you how to open up the cheat menu and operate it, okay? So just go there, and you'll be able to, use the cheats on those prospective games. So we're going to bring this back home. And Shane, there you have it, brother. Okay, so it's all set up and everything else. It's all good to go. We're going to ship it off today. You'll have your tracking number and everything in an email. All right, and you'll have it in 2 to 3 days, man. Okay, so listen, thank you so much for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it, okay? And I'm glad I was able to help you out with this crazy thing. All right, now we're going to say goodbye to Shane here. Goodbye, Shane. Say goodbye, Shane. Bye, Shane. Okay. All right, now. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, now we're we're back. Now we're down to normal ones. Okay. Mr. Logan Rhodes. Okay, Mr. Rhodes. This one is yours. Now, this one here. Okay, now do I have that power supply plugged in? Yes, I do. Okay. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to go ahead. We're going to fire this bitch up here. Okay. We're going to boot this up. This is a 120 gig. He bought this off the website from us. Okay, and as you can see, instant boot, of course. RGH 3.0. Alright. Controller synced up, and now we're going to go through this compliment and show you what's on here. Alright, Logan? So, please pay attention to what's going on. And also, besides that, bro, like I said, I'm going to send you the startup setup video, okay, to watch. Okay, please watch that, because you have to set it up on your network for the first time in order to play it. And otherwise, you're going to sit there at the Xbox 360 logo for a long time because it's looking for the server. Alright? So please, for the love of God, watch the startup setup video before you power this thing on. Because that explains how to set it up on your network first. Once you do that, it's a one-shot deal and you're done. Alright, now, let's go through this thing. Alright, Xbox 360, as you can see, you got your Call of Duties on there, you got some Black Ops, you got College Hoops 2K, you got Grand Theft Auto series, you got Modern Warfare 3, NCAA Football 14 with College Football Revamped, alright? This is a 120 gig drive, it's a small compliment. Alright, then of course you got a couple of Xbox Live Arcades. Then you have your tools, the homebrew section where your tools reside. You got your emulators. You got some emulators on there. You don't have all of them, but you got some of them. Game Boy Advance, Sega, Super Nintendo, and back to Game Boy Advance. Alright, now, we're going to go ahead. What we're going to do, we're going to bring this tag to, we're going to bring this home. We're going to see, make sure that she's up and right and up on the server and all that other happy nonsense, in which it should be, in which it is, okay? Hitting the guide button, of course, X Community Beta, and our cheats. Disable A, enable A. Very easy. Alright, now, we'll bring this back home. And there you have it. Logan, listen, thank you for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it. We're shipping it off today. You'll have it in a few days. I know it's going out of the country, so you'll have it in a few days, and you'll have your tracking number and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, thank you again for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it. All right, now we're gonna say goodbye to Logan Rhodes. Okay. And here we have good old Ian McCauley. Okay, Ian went ahead. He purchased the console off the website from us. This one is a 250 gig drive. Okay, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to fire this bitch up here. I'm going to swap the controller on over here. Here we go. Alright. And we're going to sync this controller up. And of course, instant boot. Boots like a beast. Alright. Now. Alright, here's the deal here. We're going to boot up. We're going to get into Aurora. I'm going to show you what you got on this crazy thing. Alright, so that way then you know what you got and all that happy nonsense. Okay? I'll give it a second. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than other times. That's just the network the way that it is. Alright, now, as you can see, we booted up into Aurora. Life is good. I'm already up to date. Alright, let's check this out here, okay? Now, again, starting off at the dashboard, work our way through. You got your Battlefields on there. You got your Call of Duties on there. Alright, you got your College Hoops 2K. You got your Gears of War series. You got your Grand Theft Auto series. Halo, Minecraft, NCAA Basketball 10, NCAA Football 14, Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil, so forth. Xbox Live Arcade, alright, you got 23 titles of Xbox Live Arcade on there. Your homebrew section where your tools reside. Classic games, you got Tony Hawk's Underground, you got one classic game on there. Alright, because that's all you can fit really on a 250 gig drive without using too much space. Because you got to allow space for your profile and for your downloads and, your DLC and all that happy nonsense. Okay, indie games, you got Trailer Park King, you got Voice Changer 360. Then, of course, you got your emulators. Oh, I hate when I do that. I forgot to freaking download the title of it. The title artwork. Damn it. Here we go. That's how you download the title artwork. It's pretty easy. So, anyway, there we go. Alright, so now you got Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, back to Nintendo. So on and so forth. Alright? Now, Xbox 360, hit the dashboard, make sure she's right and tighten up. Make sure that she's up on the server. Here we go. Alright, and as you can see, she's up, she's online, and she's good. Hitting the guide button, you will see, right now, this thing is X Community. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, it's downloading the public site. Yeah, sometimes it does that. It's just the way that it is, okay? Sometimes it does that, and then it doesn't show up, then it shows up. That's just the way that it works sometimes. Anyway, needless to say, though, you do have X Community on there, so on and so forth. And then, of course, you can go over here. And then, of course, you got your cheats. You disable A, enable A, very easy, okay, so on and so forth. Bringing this back to Aurora, you hit the home button, and life is good. All right, and there you have it. So Ian, listen, thank you for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it. We're shipping it off this morning. You'll have it in 2 to 3 days. Okay, of course, remember, guys, you're gonna have to sign for these things. Okay, so when they come, make sure that you're there to sign for them, okay? Very important. But thank you again for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it. All right, now we're going to go ahead. We're going to say goodbye to Mr. Ian McCauley here. All right. I'm sorry I seem to be rushing through these, but it's because of the simple fact is that I have a lot that I have got to build. So, if you don't understand that, I'm sorry. I'm one person, okay? And I got a lot of orders, and I got to take care of all these people, so I got to get them done, all right? So anyway, Thomas, I'm not even going to try it. DeClicky, what? Anyway, all right, I'm going to boot this bitch up here, okay? He bought a 120 gig system off the website from us. Let me sync this controller up, and as you can see, we've got instant boot, of course, RGH 3.0, chipless install, of course. And here we go. All right, so now we're booting up. And we're going to get into Aurora. I'm going to show you what you got on this crazy thing. All right, just so you know what you got on this crazy thing. All right. And remember to follow the startup setup video for the first time when you get this thing. All right, now. All right. Xbox 360. Well, I'm already up to date. Thank you. Okay. Now, Xbox 360. Start up at the dashboard. We'll work our way through Call of Duties. Okay. MW3. You got College Hoops 2K8, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4, and NCAA Football 14. Okay. With College Football Revamped, of course. Now. All right. You got Xbox Live Arcade. And then, of course, you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. And then you have your emulators. You got Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Sega. And then, of course, back to Super Nintendo. All right. Now, hitting the dashboard. Make sure that... Oh, I hate when it does that. Dang it, it does that all the time. And you know what? That just... Ooh, that makes me so mad. Hang on. It's a simple crash. It happens. I went too fast for it. That's what happened. Now it's going to probably disconnect me from Xbox Live. Watch. We'll see. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. There we go. Okay, and of course, yep, there you go. Now, when this happens, okay, some Xbox Live temporarily unavailable. That is a network issue. Okay, let me show you what happens there. Okay, you get the black screen. Okay, oh, I'm not connected. Oh, we're a piece of junk. Blah, blah. No. What you do is you go back here. We go to Xbox Home, okay? There's a little magic little thing called Dash Launch, all right? We're going to go ahead and what we're going to do is we're going to run that. I'm glad that happened anyway. That way I can show you what the hell, okay? Look, Dash Launch, here we go. Open up Dash Launch, all right? You will see that XHTTP under network is check marked off. See, it's green. Well, guess what? That needs to be red, like that. Okay. If these are green right here, if all of them are green, you're not connected. It's that simple, okay? If one of them is green, you're not connecting, okay? Or you might connect, but it'll give you that error message, okay? Because you're enabling XHTTP, and Microsoft Live does not work off of XHTTP, okay? That's for freaking Aurora and all that stuff. So, needless to say, everything must be disabled. Then, you hit RB, highlight the HDD, X to save it, B to back out, and now it's going to run into Aurora again, all right? And then we're going to go to the dashboard, and then you're going to see that the thing is back up and on live. Watch. We will hit the dashboard. Okay? Now. Thank you. Okay? Now you're online. Alright? You see what I'm saying? Very simple stuff. But there's a lot of people out there who are new to these things. Believe it or not, even though they've been out since 2007 in the JTAG, there's still people that are new to them. Alright? Because they want this for college football revamped. They want this for the sports games. They want to play GTA 4 online. They want to do all kinds of crazy stuff with it. Okay, it's not only meant for modding online. It is meant as a complete, gaming system with emulators and everything. That's what it's made for. That's what it was originally made for. It wasn't made originally to go on Xbox Live. It never was. Until some crazy son of a bitch comes up with a stealth server. There you go. So, needless to say, here you go. You're up. You're online. Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. X Community Beta, of course. And, of course, now we have our cheats. To disable A, enable A. That's for you modders out there that like to get online and piss people off, okay, by turning on aimbot and all that kind of good stuff. All right. So, anyway, back there you go. Thomas, thank you for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it, okay? Please watch the startup setup video. It covers a lot of stuff in that video, okay? Including Dash Launch, Xbox 360 Neighborhood, FileZilla, FTP, all that crap, okay? So please watch that video. All right, now, we're going to say goodbye to Thomas here. Goodbye, Thomas. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Mr. Parker Graham. Parker, how you doing, brother? All right, Mr. Graham. Mr. Graham went ahead and he purchased a 2 terabyte RGA 3.0. Now this bitch is a beast, and it is fully loaded. Okay, so we're gonna start it up here. I'm gonna swap over the capture card. I'm gonna sync this freaking controller up here, and of course you'll see the system boots like a beast because there's no chip. Any dummy can do this now. Okay, you know, and I mean I love the dummies that are doing it. Because when they get a problem in the NAND where it says you must replace the T-stop, then they're all freaking out. You know, and it's like, that's why I have a block editor. Look it up. So anyway, we're booting up into Aurora here. Okay, we're gonna get our notification from our server letting us know that it's online and live. All right, I'm already up to date, and you have 374 titles on this crazy thing, and then some. All right, it takes it a minute for it to load. Sorry, it's just huge. Now, this is where an SSD drive comes in handy because that would it would have already been done already. Okay, you know, I mean, but you know, there's some people that those things are very, very expensive, and when you get an SSD, a 2 terabyte SSD, the drive alone is like $189, and that really isn't that expensive these days. Because I remember when a 2 terabyte, you know, SSD was selling for like $370, $380, and then some, you know. And then once you get into NVMe 2, oh my God, man, the prices on those things, ooh. But 3,000 kilobytes per second read write, you know. I mean, come on, you know. I mean, God, man, I mean, insane. Okay, or what is it? 3 gigabytes? Is it 3, whatever the hell it is? It's insane. It's insanely fast. All right. So in fact, it surpasses. Of course, this is all USB 2.0, and this is SATA. This is regular SATA. But with an SSD drive, the track-to-track seek time is so much quicker, and the load time is so much quicker because why? It's a flash memory. It is not mechanical at all. Okay. So, and I've proven that in 2 SSD or not 2 SSD. It's on a video in my catalog. You will see the speed difference between the two. Very fast. Okay. So. Alright, we'll go to Xbox 360, start off at the dashboard, work our way through. As you can see, we got a ton of titles on here, so let's go through them, shall we? Okay, you have Advanced Warfare, you got Afro Samurai, you got Aliens on there, you got Army of Two on there, Bioshock series, Borderlands, Call of Duty's out the wazoo, Castlevania, College Hoops 2K8, Inferno, Dead Rising, Defiance, Dragon Age, Dragon Balls, Dragon this and Dragon that, and Dragon Scales, okay? Family Guy, Fight Night, Star Wars, Gears of War series, Guitar Hero series, Grand Theft Auto, all the Grand Theft Autos on there, okay? Guitar Hero, Legends of Rock, Halo 3, 4, Halo C Anniversary, Halo Reach, your Hitman, Kane Lynch, more Kane Lynch, Lego out the yin yang, Batman, Spider-Man, Indiana Jones, and all that crap. A bitch with a chainsaw, tits, and blonde hair, okay? Mass Effect trilogy, baseball, basketball, freaking everything you want, soccer, whatever you want, it's on there, okay? Mortal Kombat, yeah. Naruto Shippuden, friggin' Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. Okay, and then of course NBA 2K10 through NBA 2K17, NBA Jam, NCAA Football 10 through NCAA Football 14, NHL 12 Hockey, Ninja Blade. Yeah, you can imagine mixing these two up. Okay, imagine a sport called ninja hockey. Okay, think about that. Oh, if you thought regular hockey was bad, just imagine that one. All right, then of course you got PGR4, Red Dead Redemption. Okay, you got Resident Evil's at the yin yang. You got Saw 2, Saw 3, Sega Super Church, Silent Hill, where it looks like this broad is about to have a freaking orgasm from hell. Skate, Skyrim, wrestling, Sonic, Spider Dude. Okay, we got plenty of Spider Dude on there. All kinds. Ultima, Test Drive, more Spider Dude. Darkness, The Godfather, of course, people after my own heart right there. Hulk, yeah. Hulk and The Godfather, that would make a good team right there, boy. Let me tell you. A green Italian, think about it. Sims 3, okay, TNA Impact, you know. It's the Uncle Louie variety show with the Hulk, okay? The first green Italian motherfreaker, all right? Think about it. Yeah. I'm going to send down a fucking Hulk from Chicago. I'm sending you a torpedo. All right, anyway, you got more wrestling on there and all kinds of good stuff. So anyway, there you go. We're back at the dashboard. Xbox Live Arcade, alright? You've got 121 titles of Xbox Live Arcade on this thing, okay? And mind you, you can set this up any which way you want, because that's what an RGH is for, okay? So you really need to read about them, because, you know, I mean, a lot of people, they buy these things, and they don't even explore a tenth of the capabilities of this unit. They have no idea. There is a ton of tutorials on this thing that are from the good modders that actually knew what they were doing. Like XX Warfare, you know, Modern Warfare XX. That guy did so much stuff on the Xbox 360. It's not even funny. You need to check out his YouTube channel. Okay, there's a ton of stuff that people have no idea. And and then of course they come on and they say, well, why do I want an older console? Well, that's because it can run so much other stuff besides that itself. Okay, that's the reason why. And some people say, well, I can buy a computer. Yeah, you could spend like $3,000 on a computer, or you could spend $150, $200 on this thing. Okay, I mean to each his own. I mean, me personally, I have all of them. I have massive computers. I've got paying $60,000 sitting in this room. Okay, alone. But however though, I mean, there's some people that just want a gaming system. They don't want to clog their computer up with games and stuff like that. There's some people that don't mind that. Hey, to each his own, I mean, I build emulation machines too. I build computers. I do all kinds of crazy stuff. So, doesn't matter to me. Whatever you want to do, it's all good. So, anyway, you got your homebrew section. You got your indie games on there. You got a ton of indie games. Fuck them in the trailer park. Okay, this guy's open mouth waiting for a dick. This one's ready to have a dick between her tits. And then you're paying child support fucking twice. Wonderful. All right, now, classic games, okay? You got a bunch of classic games on here. Some of them have artwork, some of them don't. There's nothing I can do about that. That's Aurora, okay? When they fix their updater to update the titles and stuff like that, maybe we might be able to fix this crap. But anyway, they all do run, okay? Just to let you know. Then, of course, you have your emulators, all right? You got a ton of emulators on there. You got Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, PlayStation, back to Super Nintendo, so on and so forth. And you could add as much as you want to this thing. But like I said, there are so many friggin'... You're never going to use as many games that's on this crazy thing. It's insane. All right, now. Okay, we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring this back to the dashboard, make sure that she's right and tight and up on the network. Come on, there you go. There's your X Community Beta, and of course you have your advanced Warfare cheats, Code cheats, BO2 cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 cheats. Disable A, enable A. Very easy. Bring it back home, and there you have it, my friend. Parker, thank you for your business. Thank you for your patience. I greatly do appreciate it. It's shipping off today. You'll get your tracking information. You'll have it in 2 to 3 days, okay? Thank you so much for your business, man. I really do appreciate it. All right? Now, I'll tell you what. We're going to say goodbye to Parker here. Okay? And I got one more. One more. Here we go. Mr. Ryan Wenzinger. Ryan. Dude. Ryan, this one's yours, man. Okay? Ryan went ahead and purchased the console off the website. This one's got a 320 gig complement on it. So, we're going to go ahead. Let's fire it up. And we'll swap over to the capture card. It's nice having a capture card. Yes, it is. Thanks to my buddy. I love him. He's my friend. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to sync this controller up here. There we go. Alrighty. Now, we're going to boot up. We're going to get into Aurora. I'm going to show you what's on this thing. Oh, damn it. It's set to KB. I forgot to set the KB. Oh, boy, I'm an idiot. Sorry about that, Ryan. It happened. That's what it does, by the way. When you change a KV or whatever, it'll start up, shut down, and then restart. It sets the KV. Okay, just so you know. All right, so, like I said, I was in a hurry doing all these, and it's crazy. Anyway, it's going to boot up into Aurora now. I hate when it does that, though. Oh, that makes it crazy. All right, there we go. Okay, got it good. Okay, and here we are. All right, and we're on Alliance. I'm already up to date. Okay, life is good. When the CFBR updater comes up and says that there's some files missing or whatever, don't pay any attention to that. Just hit I'm already up to date or hit no, not right now. Okay? Because we are already up to date. It is on 17.1, okay, which is the latest one, until version 18 comes out. Okay? So, when version 18 comes out, believe me, I'm going to message everybody, okay, and everybody's going to know, and then they can use the one button updater to update their Xbox right through the Xbox itself. Period. Alright? So now, here we go. Alright. Start up the dashboard and we'll work our way through. Okay, you got your Battlefields on there, you got your Borderlands on there, you got Call of Duties on there as well. You got Call of Duty 2K, Gears of War series, Grand Theft Auto series, Halo series, Mass Effect series, okay, Minecraft, College Football Revamped, NCAA Football 14, Red Dead Redemption, Saints Row the Third, and back to the dashboard. Now, Xbox Live Arcade, alright, you got a ton of Live Arcade on there as well. And of course you got your homebrew section where your tools reside. And then of course you got classic game on there. You got Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. And then you have your indie games on there. And you got your emulators on there. Okay, you got NES emulator, you got Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, back to NES emulator, so on and so forth. Alright, now we'll go ahead, we'll hit the dashboard, make sure that she's up right and tight, which she should be. Yep, and there you go. And of course, she's up, she's online, and life is grand, as you can see. All right, now what we'll do is we'll go ahead. And as you can see, you got X Community Beta. All right, and then of course you got your Chiefs over here in your 5th tab. Okay, to disable A, enable A, very easy. We'll bring this back home, and there you have it. Ryan, thank you for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad I could build it for you. I enjoy building these things. They're a blast. I'm building OG consoles now too as well. So it's getting crazy up in here. I'm loving it. I'm also working on an emulation machine for XEMU, which happens to be for the original Xbox. There's quite a few small single board computers out there. Okay? And these single board computers are getting more and more powerful every day. You know, I mean, I've got like 20 of them. Okay? You know, I mean, I do a lot of experimentation. I like running solid state drives on them because they're really, really super fast. Okay, but they're coming into their own now, where I can tell you that the graphics are becoming better and better and faster. Now, if you don't know what XEMU is, you need to check it out. It's a low-level Xbox emulator. However, though, it is, from what was told to me, compatible with Insignia. You got to have a P boot, okay? You got to have an original stock, you know, ROM from an Xbox and all that. And of course, you can either copy your hard drive or make a hard drive for it, and you can put it on, you know, a single board computer that has 4K graphics and all that kind of good stuff and everything. And you would be surprised at what you can do with this. And I'm looking at it right now, and I'm ordering one. I'm gonna order a good one. I'm not going to order a cheap one. I'm going to order a good one because, you know, I mean, when you're doing emulation, I want this thing to use, you know, Dolphin emulator. I want it to be able to emulate, you know, GameCube and PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2. I really want it to be able to emulate all of them, okay? But, however, though, you know, with emulation, there comes responsibility. I know it sounds funny, but it's the truth. If you don't have a lot of memory, you can forget it. Okay, if you don't have a fast processor, you can forget it. All right, and if you don't have the graphics capability, you can really forget it. All right, because you know you're running a machine within a machine. Okay, and you are using a lot of stuff that's not meant to actually do this stuff, but it does. Okay, and they somehow freaking figured out how to do it. And you take that menagerie and you run it on a computer. Well, if the computer doesn't have enough ass, okay, you're going to get shit. Okay? So the whole idea of this is to have a decent computer. And with the new rock builds that are coming out and everything, they're really, really pushing the envelope. And it's getting crazy. Okay? So, you know, I mean, to the point where now you can actually run NVMe drives on these damn things and everything. And they're not that expensive. Okay? Which means you're taking a tower system and you're turning it into a single board computer, which is smaller than this. Okay? So, good stuff. Really good stuff. Okay? You know, I mean, and when you can emulate that and you can also get online with it, oh hell, that's even better. So, you know, I mean, you know, like I said, sometimes you don't have to have the console in order to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So, we're seeing how this is all going. But anyway, guys, listen. I hope that you'll have a great day. I have got a lot of work I got to do because I've got a lot of consoles that I got to build, including quite a few OG ones now and everything else. So it's getting crazy. So anyway, you all have a good one. I'm going to holler at you later, guys. Take good care of yourselves. Be safe, be kind. Remember to rewind. And if somebody says to you, I can say this freely. If somebody says to you, you can't do that, I'm going to tell you what. This is what you do. You spit in their eye, you kick them in the fucking balls and say, I'll do what the fuck I want to do. And guess what? I'm me. Fuck you. Okay? Don't be negative. Anyway, y'all have a good one, guys. Holler at you later. Take it easy, guys. Have a great day.